Well, good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna. And boy, do I have a word for you on this morning. You better know it. It's a trailer for the sermon. Vision Sunday. It's Vision Sunday. It's our annual Vision Sunday this Sunday. And you already know it's our third annual. Going to be the fourth, fifth, sixth, whatever. This coming Sunday. And you got to know that I got a word for you. That trailer sets up the whole piece for this Sunday. Trust the process. Trust the process. Can I say it again? A third time? Trust the process. How many of you feel like you're in a process right now? Okay, raise your hand. You're in somebody's process of some sort, huh? Somebody is working the paperwork on your life, your situation, what have you. But I got a word for you on this morning. Trust the process. Trust the process. That's what it is. The text talk to take away 5 minutes less. Let me greet some folk this morning. So I get into this word. I cannot wait till Sunday come. I can't wait. I wish it was tomorrow, but it's Saturday. It's tomorrow. But I got a word for you. So let me just give you a little snippet on the whole piece on our Vision Sunday, where we're going, what we're going to be sharing on this coming Sunday, and with this series that's going to just go through the whole year in parts and in pieces and all of that. But let me get here. Well, good morning, Erica. How are you on this morning? The first one. Happy Friday. Happy Friday is right. Spiritual daughter is in the house. How about that? Deacon Joe, how are you on this morning? Gerald, how are you this morning? Brenda, how are you doing on this morning? In the house. Number 4. How about that? Vicky is in the house. Patrice, you're in the house. How are you doing on this morning? Great morning. I will trust the process. You already know it. Elder Mobley, are you going to trust the process? Everybody's in some sort of a process. You already know it. And I can't wait till Sunday to share with you. It's Vision Sunday, our third annual Vision Sunday. So you got to get it. And I got a word for you. Oh, my God, I can't. Fruit or no fruit? Fruit or no fruit? Which one you going to be? Which side are you going to be on? I need to hear from you. Good morning, Verena. How are you on this morning? Good to see you on this morning. Dan, the man, is in the house. Pamela, how are you on this morning? Anna, how are you on this morning? Time for another visit, I'm sure. That's right. Trust the process. You got it, Brenda. You already know. Joya, how are you on this morning? Elder Jan, how are you doing on this morning? Man, I'm still floating from the prayer revival. I don't know about y'all. Still floating. You know, in my own prayer time this morning, it was just like, ooh, awesome. I was thinking about through how I was going to pray at the end of the month. And I was like, I think I'm going to be, typically, you know, we have 24 hours of prayer. And I'm just thinking out loud. And I said, and I usually go in my time, might be there the whole time. We're going to see what God say. Good morning, Cynthia. How are you on this morning? Vaughn, how are you? LaFawn, how are you on this morning? Francine is in the house. Rapunzel, how about that? How are you doing in the house? So glad that you're connecting. And Dawn, how are you? Let me get a couple of more here. Wendy, good morning. How are you? Dawn is again in the house here. Let me get yeah, there we go. Liz, how are you doing on this morning? Laura, how are you? Pasha, how are you on this morning? Ori, how are you on this morning? Which side are you going to be on? The fruit side or the no fruit side? You got to trust the process, though. You already know it. You got to trust the process. Good morning, Pastor Richard. Trust the process. Trust the process, Pastor. I'm trying to tell you which side are you going to be on, the fruit or the no fruit. You got to make up your mind. You got to trust the process. As yes, pray the entire time. I've been waiting for this. Yep, you got it. Lottie Dottie and everybody is in the house. How are you? Vaughn is in the house. Teresa's in the house. You know what? I want to get to this word here on this morning. Bernice, how are you doing on this morning? Because it's all about fruit or no fruit, but not just that. It is, you got to trust the process. Let's get it.
Good morning and welcome to Morning Manna, where in 5 minutes or less, you're going to get an impartation with the text, the talk, and the takeaway. Join the Morning Manna fam every weekday morning at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Don't forget to put in the chat the revelation that you get and share the manna. Now, let's get ready to have some manna so you can make it through your day.
The extended version of our devotional guide and a connection with the sermon on Sunday. Got a lot, but here it is. Trust the process. Here's the text. Galatians 6 and 9, the NIV translation, you already know it. You already know it. Let us not become weary in doing good. For at the proper time, in due season, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Here's Paul. He is speaking to believers who are tempted to quit between planting and harvest. Yep. Now, things looks wrong on the outside, but nothing looks fruitful yet either. The planting time and the harvest time, in between time, can be a mean time. This is the danger of the middle. Yeah, in the middle, where discouragement creeps in and perseverance is tested. Your resilience, your resolve, not resolution, resolve. Now, here in John 15, we're still there. We ain't going to move out of there about for a minute. John 15 said that fruit is evidence of connection. That fruit is evidence of connection. So what is going on in this process if I don't see anything yet? No fruit doesn't mean no future. It often means not enough time. No fruit doesn't mean no future. It just may well mean not enough time. Branches don't bear fruit immediately. They bear fruit eventually. Get that? Put it in the chat area. But they have to remain connected. The real threat is not delay. Here's the real threat: disconnection. Disconnection. I'm going to talk about how you got to be connected even the more to bear the fruit in the meantime. 3 things I want you to get. Here's the first thing: patience before production. Patience before production. Fruit does not show up on demand. It's not direct TV. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not. It's just not your TV where you can just go and record and just watch when you want to watch and binge. No, it's not on demand. It shows up in season, not on demand. If you quit too early, you will interrupt and disrupt the process that God has in store for you and your growth. It will. Not just for you, but for the entire church. Here's the second thing I want you to get: endurance over excitement. Endurance over excitement. I'm going to preach this Sunday. You better be there. Endurance over excitement. Anybody can start being connected. Fruit shows up for those who know how to stay. We ain't asking you just to start, baby. Stick and stay with the Lord. Weariness doesn't cancel fruit. Walking away does. I could holler right now. Weariness, I know we get weary. I know. I don't know about you, but I get weary sometimes. Can I get an amen? Sometimes, Lord, when is it going to end? But I got to stay connected. Don't look at the wind. Just hang in there. Give joy in the middle of it all. Weariness doesn't cancel fruit. Walking away does. Here's the third thing I want you to get. The process, baby. Trust the process. Time tells the truth. Time tells the truth. No fruit today doesn't mean no fruit tomorrow. But staying disconnected guarantees no fruit at all. Time reveals what connection sustains. Stick and stay. Yeah. What's your takeaway this morning? No fruit yet is not the same as no fruit ever. No fruit yet is not the same as no fruit ever. Watch and see. In your life, in the life of New Life, and in the life of your loved ones. Trust the process. I'll give you more Sunday. Trust when I tell you. Vision Sunday. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you. Give you peace. Share this, man. If it bless you, bless somebody else. Don't keep it to yourself. I'll see you Sunday and Monday with more Morning Manna.